Why, William, what's up? No, but I will tell you where I'm headed here in a minute. I'm hoping Marissa jumps in real quick, because she's going to want to hear where I'm headed. There goes my ladder and everything sliding across the back. How are you doing today, though, Wild William? Doing well. Yours. Hold on. Oh no, that's not what I'm doing. So I work technically 3 different jobs, but I classify it as 2. So I work a full-time job at a garage door company where I install garage doors. And then I run my locksmith business on the side of that. Eventually it'll be full-time, but not yet. And then for that quote-unquote 3rd job, I have an online store. But I just been driving today. I went to Cleveland, like you saw this morning, and then I had to come back to the shop. But I went to Cleveland just to pick up parts and a door or 2. 2 doors and a couple of openers and some parts. But it's Friday, so it's all good. I got a nice weekend ahead of me. I will be doing some smithing this weekend. Cool. I have a garage door that needs repaired. My strut that runs across the top bent, so it won't open correctly anymore. Need to get off my butt and order it. Send me a picture of it, man. Well, Marissa ain't jumping in. She's not even responding to my texts. So she's probably either playing games or getting food ready. Yeah, send me a pic and I will try to help you out there. Yes, Zacho, what's up? You're back. So, since Marissa's not responding to my text or jumping in, I'll just tell you where I'm headed. I get to go home early today, man. So, I may see if I can do my, I got to call the guy from that library with the broken spring. And its spring came in a couple days ago to see if I can go do it either today or tomorrow morning. I'd prefer to do it today. That way I don't have anything to worry about tomorrow. But I will try to get a video of me repairing that. And it'll be a learning process. I've never dealt with that kind before, but I could tell it's just that spring, so it shouldn't be too bad to repair. We'll see if I turn it into a disaster or not. Either way, it has to get done. Hello, Carl. I've not replaced one, but I have rewound mine. Oh no, I'm talking about on a lever handle on a regular door. They have a fancy exit device where the lever has a little spring on it. And like I said, I'll try to get a video of it. That way you guys can see what I'm talking about. But it's a little spring. It broke, so I got to replace it. Just that spring, the whole outside handle part that goes on it, for a brand new one, is MSRP at $1,100. That makes sense. I'd be very interested. I love learning about new things like that. I collect hobbies and knowledge. Right, man? Right? It'll definitely be a fun one to play with. Oh, so I learned something new today. You know those flock cameras that they're putting up everywhere? The ones that read license plates? They apparently do a little bit more than read your license plate. They map out dents and bumper stickers and everything. And then if you get pulled over by a cop, right? And they put in your license plate information, they can pull up anywhere where you were pinged by one of those cameras, a whole list of them, and see the pictures or videos that they took. And then that data is also sold to third-party companies like Amazon and Walmart and who the hell knows who else. Craziest work story? Locksmith or garage door? On YouTube of one woman having the police come to her house because somebody stole the package, and they cut her car and Fox camera going through town 20 times. That's crazy. No, you're good, man. I was going to do one on the way back from Cleveland, but I couldn't get to my microphones. They were jammed in the glove box, and I had doors pressed against the glove box, so I couldn't get to them. All right, locksmith story. So I get a call that this lady's locked out of her house. She probably about 50s or 60s. I get there, and the whole family's locked out of the house. She had her whole family visiting. The dogs jumped up on the door and locked everybody out. I've had a couple weird calls. I got one for you. So I get called to rekey this house. It's a vacant house. It's condemned. One of those realtor companies, national realtor companies, bought it. They needed it rekeyed. So I get there, I rekey it. They call me back and say, hey, we need this done. The house was broken into, the locks were ruined. We need you to go back and replace some locks. So I get out there to do that, and the back door's already unlocked. So I draw my gun and go in the house a little bit and yell that I'm a locksmith. Is anybody in there? And I get an answer back. Yeah, I'm in here shitting in the bathroom with no fucking water to the house or sewage. And it was the guy that had previously lived there that got taken to jail and his house condemned. And he kept breaking into the house. So I've never got a call like that, but Lockfather says that he has. And one of the lives he talks about it. The chastity belts. No, I think that one with the guy there was probably the craziest. I left and I immediately walked out of the house and called the local police department because they knew that I was going there already. Anytime that it's like a vacant house and there's been issues, I call and let them know that I'm going to be there. Just so they already know that I'm supposed to be there in case a neighbor calls or something. Well, yeah, I had a fucking gun. I ain't stupid. I was going into a house that nobody was supposed to be at. What do you want me to go in there with? Fucking baseball bat? So how you tell if someone is lying about being their property or they own it? Well, first off, you can look up public records on a house. Second off, if they have mail with their name on it at that address, then they have a right to be in the house. Unfortunately, that's just how law works. So you can check mail like bills or something. specifically. And that's a little bit, don't take that exactly how it is. Like if they live there and have bills coming there with that address on it, that's a different thing. A little bit of nuance to that. Lastly, you can check leases or anything like that. But public data, you can go online and go to your county's records area online and find out who owns the property. And then you just check ID. If their ID is in the house, you'll let them in, wait for their ID. If they can't give you ID, you call the cops. It's about the best way to handle that. So, I don't know if you remember or were on that live, but I did a live, Zoe, where I had a ballistics gel gummy bear, and I was using knives and different stuff on it. And one of the most effective things that I found, like that was the easiest to go through and go as deep, was a lockpick. Lockpicks are extremely good for that. And that was just, it was crazy. I don't know how it would fare through clothes. If it was just a regular t-shirt, you might be all right. Okay. Yeah, so we have a right to bear arms, and I have my concealed carry license. So anytime I go to a lockout or anything that seems like it might be a little sketchy, I take my gun. Because you never know. There's been so many locksmiths in the United States that have been attacked just to get their equipment by criminals that if I go do any locksmith job, I take it with me. Okay. Well, okay. Yep. It's a red light. So I did on my earlier live, I put up a poll, do you pick locks, yes or no? 67% of people, or 63% of people said no. Now, mind you, I didn't have any of my regulars in this morning. So it was just all random except for one or two. I had who did I have? I had one or two people on this morning. Humboldt was on, I think, and Labs. Humboldt and Labs. And Marissa. So I lied. I had a couple. That being said, I had 6 people vote yes, and the rest voted no. I ain't running red lights. One, I need my job. I ain't got the money or the time to be paying fucking fines for bullshit. So you said you live outside the U.S. Where do you, what country do you live in? Oh, we're getting ready to pass one of these fucking flock cameras. If I didn't already pass it, I think it's around the corner right here. Maybe. Yes. So right here on this pool, right here, is a fucking flock camera. And every time you drive past them, they take a picture or a video and they scan the map out dents or any other identifying marks on your vehicle, plus your license plate. And they have microphones in them so they can listen for voices if you're around or gunshots or anything like that. And at any point that a cop pulls you over and runs your license plate, they can pull up all that data no matter where that picture or video was taken from in the country. It's almost as bad as having a GPS tracker put on your car. And it's not even owned by the police. It's owned by a third party company that is a data broker, and they sell all this information. And your local towns are the ones footing the bill for the subscription for them to run in your town at around $3,000 a month. Or I'm sorry, $3,000 a year. And they're renting the equipment. So not only are they paying the annual fee, but they're also renting the equipment on top of it. It's fucking insane. All right, guys, I'm just about home, so I'm out of here. You guys have a good evening, and I will see you on Sunday.